So what's happening to Cebu Pacific? Here's my update from the emergency room of a hospital. Check this video out and I hope you get to learn something from this. God bless you. Hey guys, no video today. I was pretty much delayed in my video. I'm in the ER right now. I had myself checked. I wasn't feeling so well, but all is well. I'm feeling better. They just pumped some medicine and I'm feeling well already. But before I went to the hospital, I was talking about Cebu Pacific. Cebu Pacific was down massively today, and it was down not because of anything fundamentally bad with the company, but it was down because there was I don't know if it was a trader or it was just a purely executed move that at the closing, the last 10 minutes, it was sold down to around 58 pesos per share. It could have been that it could have been a typo error. Instead of typing something else, they typed that trader or the investor typed 50 58 instead of probably 85 or 88 or 98 or 95. Who knows? We don't know what it is, what the cost, but because the volume wasn't so big, the trading volume that day wasn't so big. It was just around 7 million pesos. I think if I remember it properly, it was just 7 million peso value turnover. It was a 7 million peso move, but because the total value turnover I think for the day was just 15 million. I don't have my laptop with me, so I don't have the exact figures, but that's what brought Cebu Pacific down. It's not something that people got scared. I got tons of messages asking that is there something wrong with Cebu Pacific? Is it because of what happened to Deutsche Bank, or does it have something to do with the telco companies that are down as well? It has nothing to do with that. It's just a very very small trade, very small value turnover. You have to remember every time that you have stuff like that, things like that, where value turnovers are low, doesn't affect the general sentiment, and most likely tomorrow the stock should be up already. It should be when normal volume picks up, when normal buying and selling picks up also, it should be back at least close to the price where it was before. So you can expect it to be at around the 90 pesos. So the biggest winner in Cebu Pacific was those who bought at 58, those who spotted those opportunities from the error of that person who created that trade. So do things like this happen? It does. I've seen something like this also before. It was a sell up on a particular stock. Someone bought the stock at a much higher price also at the closing. So how did this happen? Please remember, there are ceiling and floor rates, and there's also a dynamic range. However, the dynamic range is not applicable in the last 10 minutes. So when people would place a bid and sell during the last 10 minutes, the possibilities like this could happen. It could cause the markets to go or a stock to go lower as well. But please remember, one of the reasons why it happened was basically because volume was not there. This wouldn't have happened if there wasn't a large amount of if there was a large amount of transactions and volume for the stock, and it's just medyo high profile because it's Cebu Pacific. It's a relatively large cap stock and it's a relatively very large brand, but you will see stuff like this happen also to stocks that are not some basura stocks that are not moving on a general basis. So not sure if I mentioned this already, but the biggest winner from the Cebu Pacific debacle is really the one who bought at 58 pesos. So you have to remember, in any time, in every opportunity, every time that there's a bad news cycle, every time there's a bad item in the news, there will always be some bright spots about it, and there will always be people also who know how to maneuver and also make money. So that's it. I don't know. It's my first time to do a vlog in an emergency room, and I'm just using my phone to be able to do it. But I guess that's my dedication to all of you guys, that I'm gonna keep on pushing, keep on doing. I'm gonna educate you as much as I can to be able to help you, and I hope that this eases the tension for those who are a bit scared about what's happening, who are a bit nervous about the conditions of Cebu Pacific. For those who bought earlier, I hope that you guys, let's just finish that first. I hope that you guys are not scared and are not anxious. So the best way for you to battle this is just stick to your plan and stick to your goal. That being said, also, I really believe that I'm not a big fan of Cebu Pacific's fundamentals. It's not a good company fundamentally speaking. It's not it's not something that's good, that's growing. It's heavily dependent on oil, and it's heavily dependent on discount. I like to buy companies that have a strong brand, but not just a strong brand. I like to buy companies that people who are willing to buy them higher because of the value that they provide. Cebu Pacific is a budget airline, and it's a very, very competitive space na nagpapababaan na ng presyo. So, that being said, that's my take on Cebu Pacific. The one that happened today is just a one-time thing. You can expect it to correct itself back up tomorrow. By the way, guys, I'm feeling better. Everything's all in well. There's nothing for you guys to be worried about. Everything is good. I wasn't just feeling well early this morning, so I just had myself checked na rin. So at least tests would be given and the right medicine would be given to me as well. So nothing to be worried about, guys. And yun, it just made me also appreciate life more. That we always talk about investing, we always talk about stocks, but at the end of the day, it's not just about stocks, it's not just about investing, but it's also us living our lives today to the fullest, us living our lives to the best that we can be. That kahit gaano kalaking stock portfolio natin, hindi naman natin madadala sa langit yun, hindi naman natin madadala after yun. So it's all about also enjoying what you have right now, enjoying your life now, enjoying every moment of it, but also planning for the future, but also planning for the next things that will possibly happen. But don't forget to live in the moment, to enjoy stuff, and also make a difference in the lives of the people around you. Bless people, give to people, and just be a continual blessing. So that's it, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Marvin Yermo, who promises to vlog anywhere, anytime, and I just want to give you as much content as I can. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you.
Medyo madikit lang, sir, ha?
Okay lang. Alam, kinabahan ako kanina, sabi niya CT scan ba? Ngayon lang ako ito, pati na sunod-sunod na chinek yung blood sugar, tapos dito.
Kasi sir, may ibang underlying cause yung...
So at least normal daw, okay daw lahat, everything is okay daw. Pero kanina talaga sakit. Nagre-research na ako sa YouTube ng ano pwede kong gawin para mawala yung sakit. Tapos wala akong makitang